Hello, 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 my darlings. Thank you for joining me on A Slice of Life, A Slice of Life. We're in 2026. We are in the first quarter. We are on the first 5 days, and people are already impatient with the goals they have set. That's what the little birdie came and told me. Are you impatient with your progress? It's only been 5 days. Those of you who started with your first quarter activities, baby, you only had 5 days. Calm down. I know what's going on in the world right now. We got Venezuela this and Venezuela that. We got shootings over here and shootings over there. We got a lot of anguish going on right now. But that, you need to just close all that out. You stay on top of it, but push it aside. Stay focused on what you're doing, and let's get some patience going. And just the way the news is coming up every day is something, something, something. That's to distract you. That's a distraction. The news is a distraction. Yes, you need to know the information, but it's a distraction to get you off of your game. Do not get off of your game, because when they finish with their game, you better have a game in place. When they finish with all they are doing, you on the other side of the screen, you better have something on lockdown. And so let's get something. Maybe what I was talking about was patient in progress, but we need to be talking about patient in progress, not just with yourself, but what all the news is trying to do. So we have to take a minute and practice daily mindful breathing. So just stop for just a minute. Stop for just a minute. Stop for just a minute. Catch your breath. I've had to do that. I don't have the whole yoga thing, and I don't no, I don't do all that. But I will stop and say, wait, Georgianne, wait a minute, just settle. I think I told somebody today, I said, let me just settle myself. I use the vocabulary. I don't always have the ramifications of what that means in those circles of people who do that kind of mindset, that kind of yoga thing. But I got enough sense to know, let me settle down. Let me go to what I know. I know prayer changes things. We talked about that today with another friend of mine. The prayer is real. And so I just need to settle down. So number one, I need for you to just remember your training, remember your face. On the other side of the screen, remember your face. Remember your face and go back to read some, go back and see some of that. Have enough in your spirit that you remember, let me just say this. Let me say something as we all remember, the Lord's my shepherd, I shall not want. And then go on. But take a minute. And then look at the small things you have done. Don't, is that, you didn't do all 12 things, but did you do half of one of them? Then just say, okay, it's not bad. I did half of one. First, maybe you got 12 things. You said, I'm gonna do 12 things. And you're not going to do them 12 things right now, okay? Just say, I'm gonna list 12 things I would like to do. And then let's look at them. Let's break them down into segments so you won't get frustrated. And then when you do get something done, then get that one thing done. That's all right. It's okay. Get that one thing done, that half a thing done. So that's 3 things I've given you. And then another thing I don't do, but I have a friend that journals, writes down. I do write, but I don't have a little book. That's maybe what I need. I have something over here. I have a scraped piece of paper over here. I have a thought over there, and a thought over there, and a thought everywhere. I got it. But I do write things down. I write down, I write it down, I print it off, and then I write on that to kind of help me with what I need to release in order to move forward. And so that's my 4th thing. And thing, here's another one is practicing gratitude every day. And I do believe in that, and believing in gratitude. And just saying, Lord, I'm grateful. I'm grateful. Whatever's going on, too much is going on out here in this world that we gotta practice gratitude every day, and just be grateful for the day that God has given us. And what I'm wanting you, that we're inundated with the news. You can be watching something and it'll pop up. It's all over TikTok. It's all over YouTube. We just can't get away from it. But it's how you handle it, how you accept it, how you line it up, how you cannot get off of your page. You cannot. This getting more difficult to do, because sometimes what they have on the news may impact your pocketbook, may impact your shopping, may impact your medical. may impact what you need. And so you get caught up in what are they doing? What are they doing? What are they doing? Don't get caught up in it. Go check and see how it's impacting and then address that. Call somebody, email somebody, see about it yourself. Take up care of your business about you and then get back on track. You see, because you keep going off, they're going to be very successful, the days of the world, and you'll be looking at 2027 like what had happened was. We're not doing that. I talked to you in 2025. I told you it was gonna be something going on in 2026. You can't say I didn't tell you, because I did. I'm going to be the first one to say I told you so. I did, and we haven't gotten to the rest of it yet. So I'm trying to grab you, because if you think this is something, they got something bigger than this, baby. On the other side of this is a bigger this. So having said that, I need for you to just let's get a grip on this. This is what they doing. Then let me see what I'm doing. What do I have in place for whatever they're doing is everything that I need here, my family. Stay within your family. Get those parameters, get those blinders on, and stay focused. So I'm on 6 or 7. Anyway, slow down intentionally your daily tasks. See, I know, like me, I've been on a rush. I've been on a high. I had about 25 things I did this summer. And it drained me a lot. I didn't know it drained me so much. It did. I told my daughter I was in a fog for a while. I just felt like I was just overwhelmed. My list was overwhelming. I got a lot done, though. I did in 25. I'm proud of the accomplishments. And I'm working on the 2026 vision. I already got it ready, been working on it a while. This is going to take a little longer, what I want to do for 2026. God willing. If it's God's will, it'll get done. If it's God's will, it'll get done. But I know what I would like to see done in 2026, so it's going to take me a little time to get that done. And so I have to slow down intentionally, but I'm saying to you, I need you to slow down intentionally. Just take a minute. Take a minute. I started out with practice daily mindful breathing, but just say, ooh, let me catch myself. Then I said, set small, achievable milestones. That paper. Just say, I think I can get this done today. This is what I'm going to get done today. And then celebrate small wins along the way. And journal your progress weekly. I just got to notice, I think, that Joshua Giles is up. Ooh, let me get through. He's late tonight. Is that a Joshua Giles? I don't know. I have to see that. Anyway, practice gratitude daily, which is to me praying all day. You know what? When you were a kid and they used to say pray without ceasing, you were like, ooh, what? Pray without ceasing. Baby, do y'all get it now? You see what's going on in this world? That's praying without cease for the rest of us. What's going on over there? Or what they say going on over here? Or what the other people down in the island said, we mad, we might do this. We got to pray without cease. We got to. Anyway, we have to slow down intentionally our daily task also. Just slow down. Let's pace ourselves. I'm talking to Georgianne like I'm talking to you too. Let's pace ourselves. The race is not won by the swiftest, but he that's endured to the end. You think about all the people that was racing with you. A lot of them off the earth now. A lot of them, you don't know where they are. Remember those people used to be mad with in college? Where are they now? They're going on, what? God has a way of moving all that out the way. You intentionally you practice gratitude, and you intentionally get your list, and you stick with your list. You stay with your list. And then you cultivate some kind of self-compassion. All of us are hard on ourselves. I'm extremely hard on myself. I have to tell Georgianne sometimes it's going to be, you okay? I've been real hard on myself about my looks and, my teeth and my health and my hair. Just mad with myself. Sometimes mad with God. Like, how could you do this to me? Well, girl, you have lived through, and I got a good praise report. Nothing's growing and nothing new. So for me, the ones that whatever's there has not grown. That's a praise report for me in 6 months. So I have to go every 6 months. That's a praise report for me, because every time I went, In the past, it was always one more something, one more something, one more something, one more something. This is bigger. I was like, oh my God. You know, and I think that's what gave me, well, that last report gave me that push I needed to get all that work done. And not that I'm going to get trifling. No, I'm not going to do that. But I just needed to know that I was all right. I needed to know that, you know, nothing's growing. And so I can catch my breath, but stay on my path. You know, stay on the journey. Don't get off the journey. And then visualize your long-term outcomes. Visualize, we already know that. We already can see at the end. What you want is for God to see that with you. You know, but we can see at the end where we're going. Like I know where I want to be for my third quarter. I just had to start with the Jewish calendar. I started with them. Joshua Giles starts with them, and I start with them because it's gonna take me a little longer to get to this third quarter what I want done by third quarter. My nose got to be to the serious grind, and so I've already put in 3 months: September, October, November, December, and I'm starting all over January, February, March. I'm still not there. That's about 6 months. I got some work to do. But anyway, I can visualize it. I can see it. And what they say, if it's God's will, it'll happen. And then it says connect with nature regularly. Take walks outside. Tend to a plant. Well, I have some plants that I tend to. I talk to them. My plants are tired of me. They're like, girl, can you come over here? You got a problem. But we're going to keep growing for you. My plants are like, whoo. But I did see something. You heard me talk about it before. It's something you don't have to have. You don't have to have. I live in the woods, but we got all the animals in the woods too. They'll come eat all your stuff. But I saw this thing and I haven't done it yet. I think I'm gonna take myself because I want to physically see it. Either I'll go to Lowe's or I'll go to Home Depot or Ace, one of the three. If they have this, I think Tabitha has it. It's a big white looking something with leaves, a structure, and it has pots, and you put the seeds in those pots that are everywhere on this structure, and your seed will sprout, and your vegetable or whatever you growing will be right there. And I don't know how that works for. I'm not trying to grow lettuce. I did want greens though, collard greens, and so I don't know. I wanted collard greens and spinach. That's what I want to grow, and tomatoes and cucumbers. That's like food for me. That's food forever. You know, whatever's going on over there and over there. If you get you some greens, get you some spinach, get you a tomato, which is a fruit, and it can be a fruit and a vegetable. And what's the other thing? Oh, and some and potatoes, sweet potatoes in the ground. That right there, that's all you need, and you'll be okay. And so that's what I want to figure out how to do that. But I want us to just think about what we could do. That was my take on when it said get to nature. That's my getting to nature. But for you, you can go to the nature walk and walk. Some of my friends walk a lot. They walk through the park, and I think that helps with keeping your mind clear. I have a friend that walks at night. I get so mad with her, but she likes to walk at night. They go walking around the block at night. I guess they act like they're going somewhere with the rest of the people are out walking, you know, and they just walk around their block at night. But anything you can do to kind of take some of the tension off of you, number one. And number two, to give you a feeling of relaxation, of breathing fresh air. All of this is patience in progress. That's what this slice of life is about, a patience in progress. I need you to just take a minute and see where you're going. See yourself being there. Manifestation is real. And not get off the journey. You don't hear me say anything else. You hear me talk about this. But today's show is patience in progress. And you need some patience with all this. Don't get caught up in the hype, because some of that hype is just that, to get you out there. We need to stay on our journey because they are on their journey. And we don't know when the journeys are going to cross paths and how it's going to impact you, your family, your health care, your financial, finances. You don't know. And since we don't know, we're not going to wait to find out in the last minute. We're going to be proactive about our lives, be proactive about what we're doing, be proactive about taking care of ourselves, and very much stay in prayer as we are proactive, because you don't know what is in 20. Did you get the 2025? You can get the 2025 plan and see where we fall. I haven't gone and gotten to see where we fall. There's enough going on for me to not. I'm not getting ready to spend my time looking at y'all's plan. I need to make sure that my plans, our plans, God's plans are in place. I love you. You know that. And you can't do anything about it. Stay on the course. Don't get off. Don't get fooled. Don't give up.